Now turn up.
What's up, gorgeous people? This is Amazar's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks. Today is Let's Talk Tuesday, and I'm just gonna, shoot the breeze about my little shopping excursion that I went on last week with my son. And then I want to talk a little bit about what it's been like having Noah's dad home, not working all of this time, because it has not been easy. It's been quite the challenge. And something happened the other day that just, I kind of want to unload about because it just really ticked me off. And then I want to talk a little bit about what it's like to go out in public when you look different or you present yourself in like a different way, like myself. Okay, so let's first talk about the shopping excursion. All right, so I don't go out much anymore. I don't go out much at all because of the whole COVID thing. It's just, I would rather just stay in and just not have to deal with any of that. I do work from home right now, so I don't have to, go out to go to work. And I've been having like everything delivered to my house, including my groceries. I've been doing Instacart, but at the time, just for a few short months anyways, Noah's dad was working at a grocery store, so it was convenient just to have him bring home whatever we needed, and I didn't have to go anywhere. Well, I decided to go out. I was like, you know what? I haven't been out in a while. I just kind of want to get out and do something. I want Noah to get out of this house because, we're just in the house 24/7. That gets old. So Noah is great to take out. Let me just stress that. He is awesome. He's the best well-behaved kid ever to take anywhere. He's so well-behaved when you take him in the stores and stuff like that. But ever since COVID happened, I don't use shopping carts anymore. I always just take Noah in his stroller, and I use his stroller, and I'll carry one of those store baskets when I'm shopping. So, I think it's like a win-win because I buy less stuff because I can't fit more stuff in like the cart and all of that. But I just didn't want to have to worry about sanitizing carts and all of that fun stuff, to put him in a cart and all that. So Noah hasn't been in a cart for a while. Now, you guys know that my son has autism, so sometimes he doesn't adapt to change very well, so to speak. And I went to several stores that day. Like, I went to the Dollar Tree, I went to Walmart, I went to a store called Ollie's, and in all of those stores, I just took him in his little stroller. No big deal, whatever, right? So we get to Aldi. And I'm like, man, I don't want to try to shop for groceries, groceries and in this little stroller. And they don't have baskets. Like, I could have took bags in and just kind of put stuff in bags and had them all over my, shoulders and everything. And I think that would have been just, I don't know. I didn't want to deal with it. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and put him in a cart. Well, anybody who shops at Aldi knows that you have to pay $0.25 to get your cart. And it's just to try to get people to make sure they return their carts. That's all it is. You get your quarter back. Whatever. No big deal. So I'm thinking, crap. I have to go get this cart, and Noah doesn't do well. Like, if I was just had him walking freely, he doesn't do well. Like, he would just want to run and just take off and all that stuff. So I don't do that. I always have him in his stroller. Now, I don't buckle him in his stroller. He just sits there. He's really good. He leaves his little mask on and everything. He's so good. Great in the stores, right? So I was like, crap, I have to get the cart first. So, I'm hoping nobody calls the police on me because I left my kid in the car with the car locked, got the cart, ran back to the car with the cart, sanitized the cart down, right? I sanitized the whole cart down with my little sanitary wipes and all that kind of stuff. I'm laughing because I know what's coming next. So I go to put my son in the cart. First of all, Aldi carts are not short people friendly. Let me just stress that. I am a very short person. I am 5'0" nothing. And with my heels on, I'm 5'6" or 5'6" to 5'8" usually, right? So that day I had these heels on. Nothing special, nothing crazy. Look, they're even dirty from that day when I wore them, right? These ones are only a 5.5-inch heel. So they're not that high. I figured, all right, let's just kind of go mild, low key, whatever. Don't want to, kill myself my first shopping trip out, because if you don't walk in heels for a while, it's probably going to be an adjustment, so to speak. So anyway, I'm 5'5", right? At this point, because I have the heels on. Oh my gosh. I still had to lift my son, who is not light, and he's actually tall for his age. I'm not really sure how tall he is, but, he's a 3 foot something, pushing, 4 feet tall or whatever. He's 3 foot something. I really don't know how tall he is. But anyways, he's kind of tall for his age. I don't know where he's getting that from, but, whatever, I'll take it. I would not want my little boy to be, short like me. I'm good. I'm glad that he's, getting some height to him. Nonetheless, I have to pick this kid up. And literally when I'm picking him up, he's like over top of my head, right? So I'm lifting him up. He's literally over top of my head trying to get him in this cart. That's how tall the cart is. Aldi is not all size inclusive, I guess you can say, when it comes to shopping carts. Because even when I was pulling it, I was like up here. I'm like, what the heck? What is this thing? You know what I mean? Like, I just want like a normal cart, right? So anyways, I lift him up over my head, try to get him in the cart. He doesn't understand putting his legs in the little holes of the cart. So I sit him into the cart and his butt is in the seat of the cart, but his legs are like this, up above him. You know what I mean? Like his legs are like up here. And I'm like, okay, how are we going to do this? So I try to take him out again, try to do it again. He just isn't getting it, right? I'm sure I'm giving everybody in the parking lot a huge show because it's probably hilarious because I was laughing. I was like, okay. So I decided that I would just, sit him in the cart with his legs like this. And then I like lifted up one side of him and just kind of put the leg through. So I was able to get him in the cart. No big deal, right? So we're shopping in Aldi. Everything's fine. And you know what? I spend spend less money when I don't go in the store. So I kind of wish I would have just done a online order and had them deliver, including the tip. I didn't spend as much as I did that day. I spent a little over $100. And normally with my Aldi orders, because I only get some stuff there, I only spend like $50 or whatever, including the tip, right? So I spent a little over $100 because I was hungry when I was shopping too. You shouldn't shop when you're hungry, so whatever. Anyways, we get done, right? And I haven't been to Aldi's for a really long time, guys, right? So I'm in the checkout and I go to, get in line or whatever. They tell me to go to this other register because somebody's coming. I load all of my stuff up. She puts all the stuff in the cart and I was like, oh crap. I didn't even think about the fact that you have to change carts. So they have an empty cart beside the cashier. They scan everything. They put it into the cart because you have to bag your own groceries at Aldi's. It's a really cheap discount store. So anyways, they scanned all the stuff they put in the next cart. And I'm like, oh my God, I've got to put my son in this new cart. And I didn't bring in sanitary wipes and stuff. And I'm like, man, this really sucks. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to sanitize the cart down, but there was no way I could do any of that because, you got the line's rolling. You got to keep going. So I was like, all right, reluctantly so. I did try to put him in the cart. It wasn't working, guys. So I could barely get him out of the cart that he was in. So I was struggling with it because he wasn't like moving his legs and bending them so I can get him out of there. Oh my God, it was so crazy. So anyways, what happened was the cashier helped me. So I lifted him up and she pushed his legs through so that he would be able to get out of the cart. I put him in the other one, kind of did the whole same thing where I like bent his leg and like put it in and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, that was hysterical and quite the trip, let me tell you, just doing all of that. But the next thing that I want to talk about is what it's like to go out in public when you like look different or present yourself in a different way. I have crazy hair colors. I have crazy shoes. Now, I didn't have crazy shoes on that day. I just wear these. These are very normal. I think. I think these are normal. So I got stopped probably about 4 or 5 times. People are like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. It is so pretty. This one lady came up to me like 2 times. She's like, oh my God, you are just a knockout. I love the hair, love the shoes. You are killing it, girl. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. It's so awesome. But let me tell you guys this. When I go out, on the norm and I have like my super crazy shoes on, I actually forget how crazy my shoes are because I wear them all the time. I have these kind of shoes, like it doesn't register. And when somebody yells at me and it's like, oh my God, look at those shoes, I have to look down and see what kind of shoes I have on because I don't always remember. So I'm definitely not a celebrity, obviously, in any way, shape, or form. I'm just a normal person who has a little bit of a different look. But Pittsburgh is where I work, downtown Pittsburgh, and it's not a big city. So, I mean, I guess people just don't see that kind of stuff all the time. I don't know. But anyways, when I'm walking in Pittsburgh, I am not exaggerating at all. Like, I can't even walk down the street and people will be like, look at those shoes. This one lady was looking at my boots one day. It was so cute. She was looking at my boots and she's stepping off of the sidewalk to walk into the road. And it's not the little white walking guy isn't there. It's the stop with the hand, the red hand. You know what I'm saying? And she started walking. There's cars coming. I'm like, ah! I'm like, no, out. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at your beautiful boots. Like, I don't want people to die looking at my shoes. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's just a normal, I mean, I just feel so comfortable the way that I dress. I'm just being myself. You know what I mean? I like crazy hair. I like crazy shoes. I like crazy clothes, earrings, all that kind of stuff. That's just my style. That's just the way that I am. I'm being 100% myself. I don't do these things or wear these things to get people's attention at all. That's just the way that I am. But it is just so funny because when I go out with the girls, the girls in the office who obviously, I mean, they don't dress the way that I do or anything like that. But I would go out because the girls would smoke. I don't smoke, but they would go on a smoke break and I would just go out with them just to keep them company, get some fresh air from the office, whatever. She was like, I'm going to start getting a ticker every single time somebody looks, somebody says something, or somebody takes your picture. Because I get my picture taken all the time because of my outfit, because of my shoes, whatever. People are like, can I take a picture? I'm like, sure, why not? I mean, what do I care? Whatever. Most of the time they're just taking pictures of my feet. It's not like my whole body or anything like that. Or they might like my skirt or whatever I'm wearing or something like that. But I get that all the time, guys. It is so funny. And I actually got like a nickname downtown where if I hear shoes, somebody screams shoes, I know they're talking to me. Because, I mean, most people don't wear the kind of shoes that I do. But it's crazy how many people compliment the shoes. Even guys in 3-piece suits, and I'll have my crazy 8-inch horse hoof heels on. And they're like, I love those shoes. Those are so cool. People stop me all the time. I can't walk very far without people stopping me. Now, if I lived in a place in like New York or LA, I'm sure not a soul would notice a difference because a lot of people wear very fashion forward, crazy things. That's where I would definitely blend in. But because I'm in areas where a lot of people don't dress like that, I just think it draws more attention. But again, that's not why I do it. I do it because I'm comfortable. And you know what irritates me about Noah's dad? That's probably part of the reason why we don't mesh very well is because, he liked my look and everything about me when he was hitting on me. But then when it came down to it, he's like, don't you have anything normal? Aren't you normal? I'm like, no, this is me 24/7. I thought that's what you liked. You know what I'm saying? But it just frustrates me when we go out somewhere and he'll be like, can't you put normal hair on? Put some normal hair on. Put some normal shoes on. I'm like, I don't have any. I don't. This is me. I mean, take it or leave it. If you don't want to go anywhere with me or if you're embarrassed about the way that I look, then you shouldn't be with me. I'm just saying, don't be with me. If this embarrasses you or you don't like going out, in public with someone that looks like this, then don't be with me. Sorry, I'm not changing. And the fact that he has the nerve to tell me, don't do this or don't wear this or don't whatever, it makes me want to do it more. I'm just saying. Now you're going to make me want to put on the even crazier wig. I was going to wear something mild like this. Now I'm going to put on the hot pink and the purple and the blues. You know what I'm saying? Let's just take it up a notch because you don't want me to do this. I'm just saying. And then every time we go out or go anywhere, I keep doing this with my hair because I keep trying to fix it. But every time we go out and when I have something crazy on, I get a ton of compliments. And he just rolls his eyes. And I'm like, I'm not the person that you want me to be. If you are with me to turn me into something else, you got with the wrong girl, my friend. I'm just saying. I don't change for anybody. This is what it is. This is what you get. Take it or leave it. You don't like it? Then go. Nobody's forcing you to stay here. I'm sure not. That's for sure. For sure not. So the last little quick story, because we're already 13 minutes in. You would think having his dad home, I'm not trying to bash his dad, by the way. This isn't a bash Noah's Dad Fest. There's just a few things that I want to get off my chest. And just let me know in the comments below if these things would irritate you too. But anyways, having him home, you would think that he would be more helpful and help watch him and take care of him, stuff like that. I can't tell you how many diapers he's changed for Noah. Not many. Let's just put it out there. How many times he's given him a bath? Maybe twice. The kid's 3.5 years old. I'm just saying. So anyways, it's just, he likes to play with him. He's a great dad in that respect. He loves to play with him. He loves to take him out and have a good time and all that kind of stuff. He just doesn't want to do the hard part of parenting, I guess you can say. So anyways, I was on a call. I was on a conference call. And it was like one of those conference calls where you're like interactive. So I'm on the phone with these people and I managed to set up in my little recording studio here where I could set up and have my computer and all of that kind of stuff where I could have quietness, from everything out there and just sit and be on the call. So I told him, before the call started, I said, listen, I've got a conference call. It's going to be about an hour long. I'm going to be talking with people and all that kind of stuff. So, I need you to keep an eye on Noah, because usually he's down in his man cave. He's like, okay, fine, whatever. So, the call has already started. He's a smoker. I hate being with a smoker. I'm just going to say the next person I'm with, if they say they smoke, I don't care who it is, unless it is, what is his name? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of his name. Chris Hemsworth. Unless it's Chris Hemsworth, I'm not down. Okay? Or Brad Pitt. That's fine too. Anyways, I just hate being with smokers. Now, he doesn't smoke in the house. He's, always smokes outside, but he has to go outside to smoke. You know what I'm saying? So he had the garage door open. He was downstairs smoking for a few minutes before he came upstairs. So anyways, the call had already started. So by the time he finished his cigarette, he comes upstairs and all I hear is, oh my God, screaming at the top of his lungs. Oh my God. I'm thinking something happened. I'm on this conference call with my colleagues, right? So I have to step away so they can see me step away from the camera. So that's what sucks, that they see me step away, but I had to step away to see what was going on, right? So I go out there and my son had got a hold of a marker. But listen, before you guys freak out, I knew it had to be one of his markers. I don't have any permanent markers or pens or anything like that out where he can get a hold of them. So I must have just missed cleaning up one of his markers when he was playing with his washable markers one day. So I come out, and I'm not even kidding, guys. It was all down the hallway. I wish I would have got video of it. If I was a good vlogger, YouTuber, kind of vlogger person, I would have done that. But anyways, it was all down the hallway. He scraped up and down the hallway. He had it all over the floor. It was everywhere. I was like, John, I said, relax. It's probably washable. So I went like this on the wall. I'm like, no big deal. I'll just wipe it off when I'm done with my call. But I need you to be quiet. I'm on a call. Like, they can probably hear you. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I come back, right? And then literally, like 30 seconds to maybe a minute later, I hear fudge. Not that word. I'm doing like a Christmas Story version of it. But he's screaming, fudge, fudge, fudge. Oh my God, you kidding me? So I go out there. I said, listen, I am on a phone call. What is your problem? He's like, this isn't going to clean up. I was like, oh my gosh, I will get it later. Will you please shut up? I am on a call for my work, my job. It's not like I'm doing a YouTube video here. I am doing a conference call. I need you to shut up. It's like having another kid. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, when I finish the call, I go back out there and I look at my son. This would have been such a great clip in the video. I mean, he has black marker all over his face, his hand. He didn't even clean him up. I mean, it's like an hour later, guys. So I go out there. The first thing I did was clean up my son. Then I proved to him I took a baby wipe. I'm not exaggerating at all. I took a baby wipe and I wiped off the wall. Came right off. He's like, yeah, but now that part of the wall is cleaner than the rest of the wall. I said, you know what? You are out your mind if you think I'm going to scrub this wall from top to bottom. Last time I checked, you don't have a job. Why don't you get a bucket and some soap and start scrubbing? Because I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I went ahead and cleaned up because I cleaned it up. I'm just saying. But I did not clean the whole wall. I'm just saying. I do scrub my house every now and again. But come on, people. Who scrubs their house top to bottom all the time? Not me. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't got that kind of time. I'm just saying. Plus, that's not like a fun activity to do. So nonetheless, I did clean up the wall and it didn't look bad. Like I did wipe up more than I normally would because I just kind of wanted it to blend in, you know what I'm saying? For the spots that weren't as clean as other spots, just kind of make it blend, camouflage it, kind of like my shirt, just saying. But I made it look as good as I can. So I don't know, guys. You let me know. Would this irritate you? The fact that he's not willing to, not that he's not willing, I guess he's willing, but he just doesn't do the hard part of parenting. Parenting isn't all about fun and being somebody's friend. It's about doing the hard stuff and making those hard decisions. You know what I mean? And I have to do that with my son all of the time. So when my son cries, he runs from me. I don't care if he was in the room with his dad and I was all the way on the other side of the house. He still runs and comes for me because I'm the one that takes care of all that all the time. It's almost like being a single parent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just kind of stresses me out and makes me irritated. So that's why I'm looking forward to him going back to work. Yay! He starts work again on Monday. He does not watch this YouTube channel. So if he catches this video, sorry, John, but That's the truth. I'm just saying. So I'm not bashing him. He's not a bad guy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain things that get under my skin that I just kind of want to offload. And let's get your opinion on that. Just saying. All right, guys, we're almost 20 minutes in. This was a super long story time, so I will have more stories for you next week. That's all I got for you in this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye! My name is Amber Meeks. Today is Let's Talk Tuesday, and how do I want to say this? All right, I gotta think about it. Hold on. About my little excursion to the store last week and what it's like for someone. Oh, this freaking hair. All right, let's try it again. Today's Let's Talk Tuesday, and I don't know, I'm just going to kind of shoot the breeze with you guys because this is the thing. You know, should I try and sit down for this one? Maybe I will. I don't know. Let's see. And I had my blue hair on that day, so I put my blue hair in, and, you know, I just put on some cute shoes, which I should have grabbed the shoes. Let's try it again.